everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I'm Tony Schiavone, here with Jim Ross and with Elijah Burke. And today on Collision or Hit, we're going to have a good show. Here today on Collision or Hit. Because we got, we got someone from DreamWorks who is a minion, but that's a French's borrowed word, so the English word would be underling or helper or worker from McDonald's Happy Meal. And we're going to see him here today on Collision or Hit. Well, it's good to be back, here working with you again, Tony. Jim Ross said it's been some time since I've been working with you. Oh, well, Elijah Burke says you two work together in MACW, WCW, and then didn't start working together until your days in AEW. Well, I'm going to ask you this. Which one do you think is more good working with, Jim Ross or Mike today, Tony Schiavone? Well, I think that Jim Ross and Mike today both were good, play-by-play callers. Well, same here, Jim Ross says. Now let's go to the match. All right, Elijah Burke says, I just thought that, someone out there would be irked over that answer. Well, shit. Right now, making us late to his ring is one of the minions or one of the overlings or one of the underlings or helpers or workers from DreamWorks' Despicable Me or Shameful Me, the first film, 2D film, and third 3D film. Not much to him, Tony Schiavone said. He's mostly just yellow casted skin, wearing some kind of glasses or eyewear of some kind. Not really anything outstanding to him except the kind of, except for the kind of glass that he, wearing, and that would be mostly about it, because the clothes are about the same, Tony Schiavone says. Well, Jim Ross says they might not be much to look at, and I don't know what kind of wrestling holds or fighting holds that he brings with him, but hopefully he's going to do something good here today. Well, we just got to see who he's going to be wrestling and fighting here today, Elijah Burke says. Well, to be earnest with you, well, no. We don't know who he's going to be wrestling or fighting here today, Elijah Burke says. So hopefully we'll give him hopefully someone is going to give him, that he's going to get a good dare, here today on Collision or Hit, Elijah Burke says. Well, here comes Shrek in the ring now. Alright. So I know, Shrek says, this has to be a stunner lark. There's no way that, that I'm going to lose to someone like that. Someone tell me this is a stunt. It is a lark. Don't tell me I'm going to be wrestling you here today. Oh yeah. Yes, it's a stunt. It's a lark. This can't be earnest. No, you're not going to be wrestling him here today. It's going to be me. Wow, thank God. Well, this match has just started, and whoever will call her Bird Woman, we could say she was She-Ra, the elderling of Might, which was a follower to 4-1 bonds of good and a friend to He-Man, and the old Hanna-Barbera drawing show, which they do offshoots still to this day. Tony Schiavone says, and a body slam, and we all know that she came from the Vinlander thrift metal like so many other things do. Well, Tony Schiavone said this underling, helper, worker, he came from McDonald's through the McDonald's Happy Meal, and we don't really know, much about him beyond his getting his rear beat up, Jim Ross says. Well, what do you think when you come from the McDonald's Happy Meal? You have no background. All we know is he's some helper, underling, or worker from DreamWorks, from Despicable Me, or Shameful Me 1, 2, and 3, and he can't seem to keep away from getting knocked down, Elijah Burke says. Well, She-Ra, or whoever she is, just missed with that kick, and that's now going to give the underling, or worker, or helper, the upper hand that he's looking for. And if he beats her here today, that's going to be shameful. And look, Jim Ross, they're going to come from the top steeple, and he drops her down. We don't know who his name is. We don't know where we don't know his name is, but we know where he comes from. And is he truly going to win this match? Tony Schiavone said. Well, if he does, it will be because he did the right hold at the right time, Jim Ross says. But Elijah Burke says, I don't really think he is going to win this match. I mean, there's not really that much outstanding to him beyond it. That he wears glasses and he wears overalls, and that he's got yellow casted skin. That's mostly it here. 1, 2, and it didn't work out. Whoever her name is, if it's She-Ra, we don't know who she is. And no one seemed to have the answer to that asking thing, Tony Schiavone says. It looks like she's going to get even on. She just. So he can't. Looks like she's going to get even with him. And now, yes, this match is over now, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, she's only playing around with her now. Yeah, Jim Ross said, trying to get to 1, 2, 3. Well, we hope so, Elijah Burke says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here is your winner. We think it's She-Ra, but we don't know. And no one has even had the answer. No one has really even had the answer of who she is or where she comes from. But all we know is she did win her. All we do know is that she did win her match. Here today on Dynamite. Here today on Collision or Hit. But beyond that, we don't know who she is. And no one had the answer to who she is. Tony Schiavone says that I think this was a good match. It may have been what some would call a smash match. Or a squash. Is squash the English word? I don't know. I think, a squash match or a smash match here today on Collision or Hit. Yeah, that may be true, Jim Ross said. We don't know who she is, so we're guessing she's She-Ra, but we don't truly seem to know. And even when Jordan made a film, no one really seemed to have an answer either, Elijah Burke says. Well, now we're gonna go to Renee Young now. All right. Thank you, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. I'm going to be talking with, I believe it's She-Ra, but no one has the answer. All right, She-Ra, whoever you are, You got wings on your back, so I'd like to say that you were a bird woman, but that would just be saying what. First off, I have my first match, and I get to fight some kind of underling, helper, or worker from DreamWorks' Despicable Me, or Shameful Me. Either from the first film, the 2-disc film, or the 3-disc film, they look all the same. They all wear glasses and get the same overalls. They all got this yellow casted skin, and they all have this. They don't even speak any speech that anyone knows. You know? And I had to be in the ring with one. And earlier, Shrek thought that he was going to be steaded in the ring with one of them. Well, we don't know who. It's true, we don't know which one of the underlings or helpers or workers he is. But we don't know who you are. Oh, that's right, because I came from the Vinland of Frithmiddle, and the box, or the cover that had my name on it, was gone. And either when Jordan made a film with me in it and said, do you think she's She-Ra or not? Well, no one gave an answer. So, I'm just going to call myself that. Who knows? Yeah, I look like She-Ra, so I most likely am her. Unless someone knows who I am and says that we're wrong. No one has answered the asking thing so far. And I hopefully this time I'm not going to be in a ring with someone, Renee Young, that came from another drawing show or drawing film. Well, if you are She-Ra, then you did come from a drawing show or drawing film yourself from a Hanna-Barbera. So that would be shame for you to say that, because you know DreamWorks does drawing shows and drawing films too. No, don't take it the wrong way. What I meant to say is I hope next time I'm in a ring with someone who's going to put up more of a fight. I have nothing against coming from a drawing show or drawing film, because I'm a live drawing self too. Well, that's my talk with She-Ra. Hopefully we believe she's She-Ra. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with She-Ra, if that is She-Ra, the Aldeling of Might. And that's all the time we got here for Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, and Elijah Burke. We hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw.